In that corner there used to be a pub and a beer off. That's Dad used to send me every Sunday evening to go and get a bottle of Bournemouth cider. It's not too far. Let's see the pub over there. This used to be Burnaby Street. Quite steep. It's now called Burnaby Crescent. And I think that was the old school there. It's now called Walkley House, and it used to be Sheffield School Board, 1874. That's quite an impressive building when you look at it. I bet the kids got a few stories to tell about the time there. And amazing, I don't remember it being so green across the valley there. When I was a kid, I always used to think that just over that horizon was the seaside, the coast. Boy, was I surprised. And this is quite a new building. It looked like apartments. We'll continue on our way. And this is Freedom Road. My first girlfriend lived up there on the right hand side. I don't know what happened to her. Yeah, nice little pub up there somewhere. And down here was St. James Street. It's still St. James Street. And this is where Pauline lived. Looks like there's a park down there now. That's still all original. Nice house, in Rennified, and we used to be a bus stop just there. That's where we used to catch the bus to school when it was raining. And prior to catching the bus, just on the corner of this block here, right on that corner, there used to be a bakery, and they used to make the most delicious apple and blueberry pies. I can still taste them now. The building's still the same, just the inside has changed. There's the Fairwood Cottage. That's the pub that my dad, it was his second home, that one. And across here we have the White Horse. It looks as closed down, looks quite derelict now, which is a shame. And there used to be a telephone box like the Doctor Who TARDIS on that corner. And I remember gas lighting just there, and we used to put a rope across and swing on it. And on this corner there was a butcher's, and then there's a block of dark stone houses there, and then there was an alleyway with a garage, and round about where that yellow van is parked was where the house where I used to live. This is the delivery point for the draymen. They used to drop their barrels down there, and I remember Dad replacing that with a timber one, but now it's metal. He was always called around to do handy jobs. This is still the original wall. Boy, I used to have some great times. Oh, it was just like an adventure playground. I was always afraid of the pub landlady coming out and chasing us away. Let's have a look inside. It's probably derelict, rather than truly derelict now. I know I keep on going about how big it used to look, and it looked like a huge park, but looking at it now, it was very small. Here we are, doing a bit of trespassing. Don't think anybody will complain. This is a row of trees. Yeah, that's where it is. And there used to be a door there, and the landlady used to come out. There used to be a shed there which she stored all the empty crates. And if we were short of money, we used to nip in there, grab a crate and the bottles and take them round to the front and get the deposit on them. And that wall there, behind those bushes and trees, the one we used to hop over to take a shortcut. Bellevue pub, I think that could be original. I know they've got all new joinery. It's a shame it's closed. I suppose 50 odd years ago I could look out over there and see my house, right about where that tree is. It's quite sad standing here looking back. There were good times, happy memories. There's the original curbing on the footpath, but I remember it being flagstone. And there's the entrance into the garage up there. Yeah, that's the original wall. Not very high, but when we were kids it was twice as high as we were, and we used to think it was like climbing Mount Everest or the north face of the Eiger. But look at it now, I think I could jump over it. And on that corner there were those red and grey cars there was a fish and chip shop, and next to it was the cobbler. We used to take our shoes as kids to get them resold. So they've all gone. I'm surprised they knocked them down and not replaced them, I think. Now this is Carr Road. This is the road that Bob and Betty used to live, and this is one of the roads that has changed very little. I used to walk to school all the way up there to the top in all weathers, and I think I remember more trees, because in autumn time when the leaves fell we used to make big piles if we went up the hill. Great time. Yes, these are all original. God, even no buses coming up and down here. Didn't have them in my days. You had to walk everywhere. Very few people had cars. And I do believe that is the original house that the doctor lived in. I've just stopped off at the old doctor's house, and the family that own it at the moment were very kind to show me around.